What's going on, y'all? First things first, we got fucking lied to. We got fucking baited on this one. I'm just gonna open up real quick with this. Tower of Trials, the prologue. So apparently there's an event going on for the beginning of it, kind of opening up for the trial. So we're not getting it yet. I'm still hoping they keep their word on January that we get the tower, because I feel like a lot of people have been pretty excited for it. I mean, it's a new bit of content. I'm excited for it. Shops, yeah, skipping over that. Sorry, out of order. Welcome, we're going over the updates today. We're not going to go over the shops though, because everybody knows my opinion on those. The training event's going to be going on for another week, and then we do have the invasion event going back on. They're kind of continuing to push forward this kind of narrative of giving us the bonus AP and XP. Fortunately, orb cost is gone. Friend point bonuses are gone, so I'd say stock up on your friend points, and if you want to work on these monsters, then now's the time to get the souls. Honestly, I'd skip these right now, because of the events that we do have going on. There's a new kind of interesting thing about it. Nothing too crazy, but still pretty cool. I'd recommend at least getting your first time clear rewards out of the way though. Alright, and then the last bits, or the last new event, sorry. The last new event says we have the prologue. So the first part is going to be going on starting today, and it's going to be going on for about 12 days, almost 2 weeks. And then actually, it looks like the second half starts next week. So, week of first half, and then next week we get the second half, and then the full event goes on for about 2 weeks. And let's see, anything interesting here? Not really. The only thing I did notice while running the quest is at the final quest, you will fight a unit that you can pull, technically, and they kind of just cycle randomly for those units. One thing I did see, if you guys are following me on Twitter, I did post a picture of freaking Rugal, or as he's translated in this game, he's called Luger. Or is it Luger or Ruger? I've never understood how to pronounce and say that word, but yeah, Ruger is kind of in the game, and it's just going to cycle through those bosses. The cool thing about this event, though, is that it's randomly going to give you unit souls for the team you bring along. So say I brought along a Robin, a Lila, and a Lena. There's a small chance that I'm going to get a soul drop from the quest that is going to be appropriate for one of those units. It's not going to count for friend units, so make sure it is your own team. So while you're farming that up, as you should be for, like, you know, the event missions and the point shop and whatnot, make sure you're taking along the units that you might want souls for, especially if you have like Secret of Mana units, since that is kind of a new source that you can get those souls from. We're going to get double AP and XP for Maddine, the new unit, and then double AP and 1.5 times XP for the story units there. The only thing I will say about the story units is this is going to be less than the training event, which I believe is still going on, so this is just kind of fucking weird that it's even there. And from what I've noticed, it's very lackluster compared to the training event, because you have the chance for those gold pockles and whatnot, and those are going to give you way more XP. AP rate's about the same, so I mean, farm, I would say you would still want to farm this event though, just because of the chance at the soul drop. Where is it? Right there. The chance for the soul drops right there. That's the only reason I would take training events over the training ground, at least for farming, or not farming, but for leveling purposes alone. And next we have the Steel Wall Maddine. She's going to be kind of a unit that's all over the place. So we'll go over her and the arc in a little bit. But yeah, Maddine is going to be on Raid Up, as well as the new arc, the Final Oath here, and then Moonlit Murder, which, cool, it's finally in the pool. So for those of us who actually already got Moonlit Murder from the weird shops that they were in, we can now at least work towards getting that ether item in our pulls. And then before we take a look at Maddine, actually, I wanted to look at the arc right here, because this is actually translated. Thank you, Itis. Do this for like all the units, so it's a lot easier for me, because I don't pull usually when the banner comes out, and even if I do, I'm not guaranteed this stuff, so I have to use translations to actually, you know, figure out what they do. So the unique effect for the Final Oath is when a spear is equipped, grant the chance of reducing defense and mind, and deal damage. I never understand what that means. Apparently you deal damage randomly with this arc. Earth magic cost -2 MP, Stonewall autocast at battle start. No time limit. That's actually pretty fucking cool. So the big thing from this arc that we can take away is the Earth magic cost -2 MP, so it's going to be good on Maddine or just units in general that you might throw Grand Cross on. And the really big thing though for me is that Stonewall. That Stonewall is pretty fucking cool. So it's going to refresh every wave, and it says no time limit, so I'm assuming that means that it's not going to wear off whatsoever. So very cool there. Looks like at level 1 we're gonna get Pose of Glory. This is gonna be the first arc that gives us Pose of Glory, so that's super cool. Pose of Glory is actually pretty good at restoring stocks, and I believe it's a pretty low SC, or a low skill cost. We're gonna get Spear Equip, which I believe is also the first chance we're gonna get at Spear Equip, so that's neat. Nothing too wild though. Steel Guard, Guard Charge. I'm gonna be honest, there's a lot of tank skills, and they're all named something relatively close to the same as another, so I don't know what tank skills are actually new, but hey, you got tanks, more tank skills to throw onto them, because I've found that tanks, for the most part, as far as skills go, they've got a fucking lot of them, and they could always use more, I suppose. This is gonna be cool. Grand Protection, physical damage inflicted on allies minus 20%, so you're gonna get that damage, that physical mitigation through this arc. And then at max, it's going to give you Earth High Boost, which again, I believe, actually no, I'm 100% sure that is the first time we're gonna get Earth High Boost. So if you want to, you know, build a character or a mage specifically to, you know, Grand Cross Farm or something like that, you got this Final Oath arc right here. Overall, I'd say the arc is it's middling. I wouldn't say this is a must pull for the banner. I mean, if we had to pick between the two, you're gonna be pulling this from maddine. And this arc, just get this down the road at some point in time. Really, none of this is going to be super meta going forward, except maybe the tank skills, but I have a feeling that we at least have Steel Guard. Guard Charge might actually be a new one. Guard Charge might be new. And Pose of Glory is pretty cool, but yeah, not a must pull on this banner here. You'd be better off just pulling an off banner for that one. Alright, before we take a look at the events, we have some mission rewards. So this adds up to 100, 250, 350, 550. They're probably going to give us a second part with some more rewards, so it's probably going to roughly equal out at the end of the event. About 1k gems is my guess, but right now just 550. So just keep playing the event, and there's no trickery as far as like which quest you need to clear. It is the last one on hard mode 50 times. So I know a lot of the past events have been like, you know, clear this quest on hard, and people don't exactly read it. They just assume it's the last one, and it's like the second to last one. Alright, point rewards. Only thing, like I said, I'm pretty much skipping over point rewards for the most part. I mean, we'll breeze through them. Unit souls, not very many right there. More unit souls, time limited rare ticket, time limited SR plus ticket. Key, cool, some books, 100k. Another time limited SR ticket, and then the big boy, which makes this event cool because I think we've only gotten one of these so far. One or two if you're counting the limited ticket they gave us for the Secret of Mana banner. But another time limited unit ticket. Let's see, it starts valid from now until the 27th. So they're not letting you carry this beyond the event. This is going to end when the event ends. But I would at least hold on to this ticket if you, I don't know, somehow fucking just refresh until you get the ticket right away. I would maybe wait until we at least get the update announcement and see if we're gonna get a new unit next week or not. Because as long as you wait until that news update comes out, you can still pull before that new unit comes out and dilutes the pool just like that much more. Not a whole lot much more. I mean, it's still slim pickings, but if you want every chance you can to get the unit you're looking for, then you know, don't wait on the new unit. But I would at least wait and see what it is. It's probably gonna be Rugal next, but you know, they could throw another curveball at us. The item shop here has 20 Mother Souls for... They give the currency out at a weird rate, but it shouldn't be too different compared to like older events. One guaranteed SR ticket, one rainbow cluster, looks like one of each cluster, 3 of the tier 3s, blah blah blah. Nothing else really neat in this. The must-haves obviously being the Mother Souls, the ticket, and then the clusters. That's about it. And you can get the tier 3s. Tier 3s are always useful, and you know, you get the gist of the shop. We're probably going to be clearing through the shop, no problem, and I doubt they're going to add a second part anyway, because look at that, 2k currency for the last event, and nothing new. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Alright, so now we're going to take a look at maddine herself. The rates are no different here, 0.5 for maddine, and then, oh shoot, I passed it, a 0.83 for the arc itself. Getting into her kit, her first skill is going to be Spiral Wind, which is going to be a 3-hit combo directly in front of herself with the Earth element imbued into it. So it's going to be an Earth attack. Her S2 is going to be, she's going to jump in the air, fall back down, and then she's going to kind of pull units in to herself. So kind of like Randy's S1. So that's pretty neat. Her S3, Judgment Wheel, is going to be another attack with Earth element. It's going to kind of fire off a tornado in a direct line in front of her. It's going to be a short range. And I'll have the gifts playing up somewhere on the screen somewhere, but I'll take the gifts out of Altema and actually show them off this time. And her S4 is going to be Valkyrie Glide. This is going to have a chance to reduce the enemy's defense, and it's going to be another Earth imbued attack. And I believe this is going to hit everybody on the map, so there's that. Her first passive, or her first unique passive, is going to be Spear Shot Magic. When equipped with a spear, she's going to get attack magic damage plus 10%. Alright, and her second passive is going to be Knight's Readiness. When her MP gets to a low state, kind of like Backfire, something like that, you know, the ability is when your HP goes low. Same thing, but when your MP gets low, she has a chance of boosting her defense by 10% and recovering her MP. So it does say this is only a chance, so I mean, if it was guaranteed every time, that'd be pretty fucking wild. And that might actually put her up on the list as far as things go, like especially like Tower. But otherwise, it's kind of weird. Kind of weird there. Notable skills she has in her kit. She's going to get HP up 2, defense up 3. She's going to get Earth critical. Guard charge from the arc there, which recovers a little bit of her SCT when she guards an attack. She's going to have Guts, which gives her a chance to withstand 1 death blow basically. So if she's going to die, she has a chance of actually withstanding the attack with like 1 HP. And then she has Earth High Boost as well for, once again, magic. Spell she has in her kit is going to be Heal, Regeneration, Tornado Storm Galaxy, and Grand Cross. So she's kind of, the cool thing about her is she's kind of got everything ready in her kit. You know, she's got the tankiness, and she's got like all the spells she would want. And she has Earth Crit, and then what was that, the Earth High Boost? Yeah, she's got Earth Crit, Earth High Boost. She'd only be missing Earth Boost really, and then like, you know, staple Magician, or Magician. Who the fuck says Magician? She'd just be missing like staple mage skills like Magic, Aura, Magic Up, and stuff like that. The way I feel about Maddine, some people say she's really good. JP seems to have a high opinion of her. I think she's just a fucking weird unit, kind of all over the place. So if we take a look at her base stats real quick, she's got like, what's her ranking for HP? Her HP is like 3rd or 4th highest in the game right now. Yeah, 4th highest, so she's got like, you know, very high base HP. Her MP is one of the lowest. She's somewhere around the middle rankings right there. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, she's got base MP of 108. Her strength stat is underneath, or I think it's a little above Gorm's, so I mean, she's not exactly going to be a strong physical DPS if you want to build her that way. She's got one of the highest defense stats in the game, so high HP, high defense. She clearly wants to be a tank. And but the thing is, she has all these passives, right? And these are to boost magic damage, right? Yeah, so, you know, recover MP, boost some defense maybe. And then when equipped with a spear, increase magic damage by 10%. A mage doesn't want to equip a spear unless this new arc or a previous arc that I haven't looked at has like a spear that has like a high intelligence stat. You typically don't want a spear on a mage. And 2, she has one of the lowest intelligence stats in, yeah, she has like a pretty low intelligence stat, 498. A comparison there is Papoi, who is in 3rd place in JP right now with 642. She ranks pretty far below most mages as far as like mage capabilities go, just a little above Lukiel. And she can't really be a full-on support. She can be a tank, but she can't quite be like a full-on healer because she has the lowest mind stat in the game. Yes, that's including monsters, so she's not exactly going to be tanking a lot of magic damage, and she's not going to be a very reliable healer. So all of her abilities say that she wants to be a mage, but she doesn't exactly have the stats to be a mage. She's got a low MP pool. Her magic is like, it's decent, but it's not something that you would want to take over like pretty much any other mage in the game. You could honestly just slap some earth passives onto another character, and it'd probably be a more efficient earth mage besides missing out on the 9 SC, plus however much the earth critical is. So in my opinion, is she must pull? Hell no. Hell no. She is not a must pull, but she is a thick fucking waifu. That is my number 1. She is like, I don't know, personally, she's like my number 1 waifu that's released in the game so far, so there's that. If you want to pull for the waifu factor, go for it. Overall though, you're limited on your currency, you're 100% free to play, skip this banner entirely. She's not going to push you forward too far into the game, and the arc is not a must pull. Alright guys, but that should wrap everything up. If you do have any questions, anything I missed, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.